Welcome back to Hello Africa broadcast channel. Powerful message of Traorés' message. We want machines, not aid. Ibrahim Traoré stood before Vladimir Putin not as a supplicant, but as a proud African leader. He wasn't there to plead for aid. He came to demand tools, knowledge, and the foundation for a self-sufficient future. His bold declaration, "We want machines, not aid," has since gone viral, sparking pride, debate, and reflection across Africa and beyond. But what did President Traoré truly mean? Why did his speech in Moscow strike such a powerful chord? And how does this moment reshape not only Burkina Faso's place in global affairs, but also the broader conversation around Africa's role in the 21st century? Let's dive into the speech that's making waves across the continent. Traoré's visit to Russia, his second in less than 2 years, was far from ceremonial. It was calculated, strategic, and deeply ideological. Addressing President Putin during the 80th Victory Day celebrations, Traoré delivered more than gratitude. He issued a challenge.
Zdravia желаю, товарищ президенте. J'espère que je prononce bien. Et c'est un honneur d'être là donc à la célébration du 80e anniversaire.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, he began warmly. It is a true honor to be here, commemorating the 80th anniversary of victory in the Great War. But he quickly shifted focus from the past to the present. In front of an international audience, Traoré praised Russia's ability to thrive under sanctions, highlighting its internal development and resilience. His admiration was clear, but so was his call to action. We are learning. We are taking note of these lessons, he said. Then came the line that lit up social media. We want machines, not aid. This was not just a viral soundbite. It was a declaration of intent. For decades, Africa has relied on foreign aid, often accompanied by strings and external control. But Traoré was rejecting that model outright. Standing beside one of the world's most powerful leaders, he made it clear: Burkina Faso and Africa don't need handouts. They need the tools to build. The timing couldn't have been more fitting. In his opening remarks, Putin had recalled the shared history between Africa and Russia, particularly the role of 30,000 soldiers from present-day Burkina Faso in World War II. That legacy, said Putin, is now evolving into a new era of cooperation. Traoré's vision was unmistakable. The future, he said, lies in science, education, and technological advancement. Education, especially in science, is our priority. We want Russia's help, not in charity, but in training our youth so they can develop machines for defense and industry. Putin responded with promises: more scholarships for Burkina-based students, reopening the Russian embassy in Ouagadougou after 30 years, and expanding humanitarian aid, food security initiatives, and counterterrorism support. But Traoré wasn't there just to accept support. He was there to plant a vision. The war we are facing is not just terrorism, he said. It is imperialism. It is our resources, our land, that the enemy wants. By connecting Africa's current struggles with the resistance of World War II, Traoré invoked a message of sovereignty, resilience, and defiance. Watching Russia's modern military parade, he remarked, "It shows how far technology can go in building strength. And what Russia has built, Africa must build too." The phrase, "We want machines, not aid," became more than just a quote, it became a doctrine. One that calls for capacity, not charity. Across Africa, young people responded. From Burkina Faso to Nigeria, from Ghana to Senegal, social media lit up with support, pride, and inspiration. Many declared it the boldest speech by an African leader in Russia since the Cold War. But this wasn't just about Burkina Faso. Traoré's message echoed across a continent tired of dependency, ready to reclaim its destiny. In that same meeting, he asked Russia to deepen educational partnerships. He spoke of replicating Russian universities on African soil, building institutions focused on practical skills, innovation, and science. He imagined a Burkina Faso where students don't just learn theory, but build machines, invent solutions, and lead industries. A future powered not by loans, but by labs. Not by pity, but by progress. Putin, in turn, highlighted growing trade and professional training between the two nations, and a recent 25,000-ton shipment of wheat. But it was the transfer of knowledge that Traoré kept returning to. "We may not be here asking for aid," he said, "but what we truly seek is knowledge." Let that sink in. Knowledge. That is the revolution. It's the spark of Africa's industrial future. And it's a future built on partnership, not dependency. The optics mattered too. Traoré stood out, wearing his military uniform, sidearm visible, saluting like a soldier. His posture said, "I'm not here to conform, I'm here to lead." Why Burkina Faso's junta leader has won hearts and minds around the world. In what Traoré calls a revolution to ensure Burkina Faso benefits from its mineral wealth, the junta is building a gold refinery and establishing a national gold reserve for the first time in the nation's history. The interesting thing is, the speech was widely covered by Russian media, which has become a major player in promoting Traoré's Pan-Africanist image. His popularity has been fueled by social media, in part to reinforce his revolutionary image. Also, music stars like Kelly, Rihanna, Justin Bieber, and Beyoncé have been immortalized in AI-generated videos of him singing, even though they haven't done much of anything. So now the question is yours. Do you agree with Ibrahim Traoré? Should Africa stop asking for aid and start demanding tools and technology? Should the focus shift to self-reliance, innovation, and independence? Can Russia play a part in that vision? Or should Africa take it even further, building its own regional centers for science and education? Tell us what you think in the comments, because this is not just a video. This is a movement. Ibrahim Traoré's message is being etched into the soul of a new Africa, one that refuses to beg, and instead builds, one that creates, one that leads, not charity, but capacity, not aid, but autonomy, not dependence, but development. So the next time someone says, "Africa needs help," remind them of Traoré's words in Moscow. "We want machines, not aid." If you believe in this message, like this video, share it far and wide, and subscribe to Hello Africa YouTube channel, where we bring the African vision to life and make African stories go global. The future is here, and it's African-led. Thank you.